To embark on this journey where we can buy our first EC. How it started was, I think after we moved into our Pasir Ris EA apartment back in 2009. I think after 5 years, we were already thinking about upgrading to a condominium. But the usual doubts arose. For example, like, could we afford it? Because we know that purchasing a condominium is a heavy investment, so we didn't know whether we could afford it. That's number one. Number two was space. So we were already staying in an executive apartment, which was pretty big. So we were, in terms of size, we have to deal with a lot less size. And we had 3 boys with us, so we didn't know whether that would be comfortable or not.
Yeah, and I've always been somebody who is pretty reluctant to get out of my comfort zone. So, but after some discussions that we had with Nizam and Niza, they allayed our fears about affordability and so on. They did some calculations for us. I was more confident that we could actually afford this.
But we just didn't know how to go about evaluating that. Fortunately for me, I had a good friend, Nizam, who I've known for a very long time, right? Who's in that industry, the housing industry. So naturally, I just go to him and ask. And he also brought in his wife, Niza, to explain to me and Aida about how much it's going to cost, what is the upfront payment that we have to make, and eventually all the things that we need to consider.
We were mainly thinking about our children's education.
Correct. Instead of putting your money in a bank, so this is sort of like you're putting your money in a property investment. Over time, that money that you invest will appreciate much more than if you do it in a HDB flat. So that was very important to me, but I wasn't sure about how well it's going to be. So that's where the advice from Nizam and Niza came in. So they explained to me, especially since this is a EC, the level to which you will appreciate will be much greater than if this is started off as a private condominium in the first place. And I was a first timer. I haven't bought from HDB previously. So they were explaining to me that actually I was in a very good position to actually make a lot of good, sound financial move by purchasing this EC. So for me, it was not just coming in, enjoying the facilities. It was also a way for me to have a sort of like forced savings. Actually, to be honest with you, it took some time for us to make the decision, but I think we decided to go ahead and apply for this EC in Rivercove Residences. And Alhamdulillah, we got it. When we went for the booking, we got it. And yeah, and I must say that it has been a very good investment, good purchase, good move for me for the future. A lot of it goes to a lot of sound advice from Nizam and Niza. I trust their advice and their judgment. And Alhamdulillah, so far all has worked out well. And I think we've made a very good piece of move, not just in terms of financial move, also in terms of the house itself. We are enjoying the house, enjoying the property, enjoying the facilities as you can see here. Yeah, and I really thank Nizam and Niza for all they've done for us to embark and accomplish our financial goals. When I work with Nizam and Niza, there's a couple of things that stands out, right? So for me, definitely is the trustworthiness. So like I said, I've known them for a very long time. So there are people that I trust, and I trust them when I'm about to make this sort of a big leap in terms of investment. Another one is
they are very knowledgeable in the area, and I think that is very important. All right, that you get someone who's an expert, who can advise you, who can give you sound advice, not just I guess for the sake of profit and things like that, but because they actually care for your well-being, for your for your future. They actually have your needs in mind, all right, and that is very important. And also they are efficient.
The last part, they are very efficient.
Yeah.
So I've spoken to Nizam about buying the EC. He's advised me, and I think within a very short span of time, he's brought me through the process. So that's for buying the property, and the last part is for selling off. So after I've bought this property, I needed to sell off my executive apartment, and I engaged Nizam and Niza also, and they did it very fast, very quick, very efficient. So trustworthiness, efficient and knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Nizam and Niza is the best. They are the bomb. Nizam and Niza is the best.